Yo yo yo! What's going on, everybody? My name is Driz, and sorry for that bogus intro right there. But I'm finally using my own gameplay now, guys. I've been using other people's for the past couple days because I've just been pretty dry on gameplays, haven't been playing a lot of multiplayer, and if my voice sounds any different, it's because I'm really stuffed up. So, I know I'm saying this a little bit too late, but if you guys couldn't tell, I got host bro up in this bitch! Yes, guys, I got host. So all my bullets are on, so I can't complain about any bullshit. And right here, I pick up a nice triple kill. But you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to talk about in today's commentary. Actually, you guys probably aren't, because it's in the title. Yes, guys. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, and I don't know what popped into my mind while thinking about this. But today's commentary is, what would life be like if my dad would have masturbated one more time? And now I know a bunch of people right now are saying, ooh, I'm just going to click away from this video. And I probably recommend it because I don't know how graphic this is going to get. But I do feel like this will make for an interesting commentary, and I've been thinking about it for a while. And I know it's something really weird to think about when I'm just sitting at home, pondering about, if my dad would have beat his shit one more time, what what would the world be like? It's just a really crazy phenomenon, whatever the hell it is. And I'm talking about this, like, I'm asking you guys this question because none of us could ever imagine what it would be like to not being conscious, because we spent all of our days being conscious, so we really don't know what it's like not to be conscious. I know it sounds pretty repetitive, but just the fact, when I try to think about it, like, oh man, and look at that, trying to camp, kill you with that law. But when I try to think about what would happen if the world would be different, if my dad would have beaten off one more time, it's really hard to think about because I don't know what it feels like not being alive. I mean, being asleep is the closest thing I could think about. I mean, closest thing that dying could be like. But when I'm asleep, I'm not really thinking about it, so that's also hard too. And just the fact of not being conscious, when I try to think about it, like, I know this commentary is going to sound super repetitive, but when I try to think about it, it's so hard because I'm just sitting there like, if my dad would have beat off one more time and I would have spilt all over the floor, what would, I mean, like, I mean, it's so hard because, I'm trying to think about what the world would be like, but it wouldn't matter what it would be like because I wouldn't be existing, so I really wouldn't care. It's kind of like being dead, but you've never been born. I guess, like, I try to think about what it's going to be like after I'm dead, but it's kind of the same concept. Once I'm dead, I'm not going to be, living, so I can't really think about what it's going to be like after I'm dead because I just won't be living, I won't be conscious, and I won't be able to think about it. So, I mean, it's a kind of hard thing to think about, but I kind of want to talk about it a little bit more. I also, I mean, like, the fact that, before I start off anything, I want to say, after thinking about this for a while, like, what if my dad would have masturbated one more time? And I know a lot of people are just getting grossed out at me repeating that, but if my dad would have beat his meat one more time, I mean, I wouldn't have been here. I mean, I'm so lucky due to the fact that my dad's probably beat off, a lot in his life. Not trying to dog on my dad, saying you can't get no punene, but every guy is beaten off, and I'm just really lucky. The first time he ever could have busted a nut at the age 13, that could have been me. But I also kind of think about it. I know this isn't true, but I kind of think about it like maybe that that whole cum shot. Now, I'm gonna be, yeah. That's why I was saying you guys should click away because it might get a little graphic. But that one cum shot that involved me, like the one cum shot that my little spermy cell was in, wouldn't it be cool if every sperm cell in that bunch was me? Like, even if my individual sperm cell wouldn't have reached the egg, if another sperm would have, I would still be here. And that's the crazy part about it. Like, that's the part that I'm like, wow, we really do take everything in our normal day lives for granted. Uh, like just everything, Because what do we learn in health class? Like, when you ejaculate like a million, no, not a million, but a couple 100,000 sperm cells, and only one can reach the egg. So those odds right there, and the fact that we're living is pretty amazing on its own. So maybe I'm gonna start, stop taking things for granted and start being a little bit more, I don't know, thankful of the fact that my dad didn't masturbate one more time, or that all the other sperm cells were some slow ass mofos, and that I got there first before they did. And I'm gonna cut out these chopper gunners. Sorry to interrupt on the gameplay, but I just feel like the fact that I'm living is such a privilege, you know. People, and it kind of upsets me when people commit suicide thinking about it now, because I know sometimes people's lives are really, really hard. I completely understand that, but I just never feel like suicide is the right way to go, especially since you're lucky enough, one in a couple 100,000, you're lucky enough to even be walking this earth, and then you take it for granted and you just give up. I mean, I know these people aren't, bitches. They're not pussies. Their lives are really hard, and I completely understand that. But I just think that it's kind of disappointing when you just give up like that and waste a life that you don't know where it could have gone, and you're just lucky enough to be here. And that's why, like I said, I'm going to try to be a little bit more thankful with things, try to not take things for granted, because, the fact that I was born into such a good family, like, I could have been born into a starving family that's, really underprivileged, lived in huts, I could have been born to a homeless family, who knows? I could have been born to a family of parents that were abusive. I could have been born to a family of parents that were alcoholics or drug addicts. But I'm lucky enough to be born to a family of people that love me, that aren't poor, and I'm gonna have a pretty good life, and I'm having a pretty good life. And if I ever need anything, I know I can rely on my parents because they're just really great. And that's just something to think about, guys. I know this commentary was pretty repetitive and kind of had no point, but if you guys did enjoy it, please leave a like, rating, and a favorite. It really helps me out a lot, helps my channel grow, and subscribe if you haven't for more awesome videos. And I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day. Bye.